This is the RWI Archimedes, our brand new science ship built in Space Engineers. Hello everyone, my name is Captain Jack and welcome back to my channel. Now, if you've been watching my new RP YouTube series, Space Engineers Frontier, you would have probably seen this ship so far. It is the lead ship of the series. Sort of. And we'll get into that later on. This is basically Archimedes. It's built by myself and Thunder, a lovely community member who is sort of adapting the science ships we've built for RWI before, such as the Discovery and the Challenger. Before I do go any further into this video, I've got a little bit of a bad voice at the minute. I've just come back from Comic-Con. Hopefully you can excuse me. If you've not watched Frontier yet, we're currently on episode 10 and the series is going really well. A lot of you are enjoying it. It's very nice to be back to producing a story series once again. Today we're going to go for an overview of the Archimedes. It is now on the workshop. You can find the details down below in the video description. But wait, I have a special announcement. Okay, so with the release of the Archimedes on the Steam workshop, we have two brand new merch items. Some of you have been buying these early on though, so well done. Click the links down below to my merch store, and it's also in the merch shelf, and you can check out these exclusive items, and some of them are limited edition. First up, we've got the Archimedes patch. Now, this is absolutely beautiful. As you can see on the camera right now, this is the Archimedes logo you see in-game. It's in our uniforms, it's in the ship as well as a block. When you download the Archimedes, you can see this. This patch is limited edition, it's completely woven embroidery, and yeah, you can find it on the merch store for a reasonable price. All of these are being shipped and packaged by myself and my editor, so big shout out to them. So if you do order one of these, which are very limited by the way, I think there's only a few left on the merch store, so you're ordering them. Next up, we've got this giant merch item, and you can see reflective of my PC through this. This is a blueprint poster of the Archimedes. It doesn't actually come... It's upside down. It's upside down. It doesn't actually come in the frame. I've just put it in a frame, but it's a complete blueprint. It's about as big as obviously the blueprint itself, not the white border. But these are available on the merch store as posters. You can put them up in a frame like this if you want, or you can just simply display it as a normal poster on your wall. Both the patch and the poster are available from the merch store. Click the link down below, and I really appreciate you supporting the series and the channel. I really love doing unique merch items like this, and hopefully you enjoy it. Cool, back to the video. Okay, so we're back here in game on the bridge of the Archimedes. Hopefully you really enjoyed the blueprint poster and the patch. I think it came out really well. A big shout out to my video editor who works with me on the other channels for designing this patch. It is fantastic, and it just breaks things up from a normal sort of redwood design we're usually familiar with. Okay, I just switched my FOV. So here we are on the bridge. We've got the captain's chair here. I believe this is introduced in the cult pack of like consoles and such. I think it's a command console pack. There we go. So this is an upgrade of the original cult console pack. If you've been playing Space Engineers for like 10 years like I have, you remember these consoles were in a mod years and years ago. They've now been updated. All these mods are available via the Steam workshop and linked down below on the Archimedes page, so go and watch that. We have discovered an interesting bug. I can't show it to you as I'm in creative mode at the minute, but apparently when you stand in these windows, they're not entirely airtight. So yeah, not quite sure what's going on there. I think it's just the way we've configured them. Naturally, we don't need to worry about this. This is all filmed in a cinematic series, so yeah, we don't have to worry. The bridge is quite small and compact. It's got functional stations. This is the helm, this is operations, captains, weapons, and then an engineer or other crew can take these seats around here, which is really nice. The screens usually have things on them for LCDs. We usually use red alert and stuff like that, but you know, today we've not really got anything. Walking back here, we have sort of like the rest of deck 1 where the bridge is. We've got the captain's ready room over here, or admiral's in my case. We come in here, lovely desk. This was made before we had the new desk, the sort of captain's desk. So this one. So I'd probably put this in here right now, but you know, there's no point updating it just yet. Maybe on another ship we'll do that. We've also got these display cabinets. These are made in collaboration with my lovely modder, First Officer Ed, who has made some of the mods, such as the patches out there. He designs the actual model, whereas my graphics people design the actual graphics and such. This is a Vengeance in display case. Because I, myself, am commanding the Archimedes, I like the idea that you bring a piece of home with you. In this case, we brought a model of the Vengeance, and it's sort of based in the same block that Keen have got over here. And basically, years and years ago, we asked Keen for the files to this block. They gave it to us, and yeah, we converted it to be a ship display case, which I think is really nice. I really love it. I wish we could do more of that in-game, which would be really cool. Maybe we'll get a display case for this one. I'm pretty sure we also have the Discovery as well. Nothing really else much in here. We've got the bathroom and such. If we run overhaul to the briefing room, every Star Trek inspired ship needs a briefing room. It's pretty simple, just sort of, what's it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seats, and also Defender and display case as well. But I really like these side windows because you get a lovely view out of the ship and up towards the sun. I love it. Okay, we've got an airlock at the back there. Don't talk about this. In typical RWI style with science ships, we've got a lovely grand staircase leading us down. This one leads us down to engineering, which we can hop into. And here we go. We're actually using a different type of reactor for this. Previously, we used deuterium reactors. I'm getting a bit bored of that mod. Instead, we've got this big reactor now, which I still think is a deuterium reactor. Large fusion reactor, there we go. So it's a fusion reactor instead. And we're also using the mod pack here, which introduces these sort of capacitors. These are just batteries but reskinned. They kind of look like, you know, I guess injectors or some sort of warp core stuff from Star Trek. It's a lot of technical babble essentially, but it kind of makes the engine room a bit more lived in. We didn't do much of this. We had a couple server consoles. I think these control one of the scripts. Nope, the two in there do. And we've got the jump drive up front here with a couple of pipes. We wasn't going to be spending too much time in this, so we didn't need to make it too lived in, but it sort of works. Also, I've got these new blocks up here from the Signal DLC, which provide these sort of warning indicator lights. The chief engineer, in this case Mr. Finn, has a little office over here. I quite like this. It's very much like George LaForge's office on the Enterprise D. Got a control console here. These, I believe, were running the script. So this is running Whip's auto door. That one's usually running the alert script. And then we've got like another Colt console over here as well. Very cool. Didn't put a door in this. Kind of felt it just made more sense having an open sort of plan thing. Yeah. Power table with the Archimedes. Quite like that. If we walk to the opposite side of this one here, we can see the hangar overview. So this is where you've got control of a hangar. The shuttle we usually use is made by another workshop creator. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I will link it on the workshop page so you can have access to it as well. So it's not built by me. We wanted to build another shuttle, but also it was running out of time before we started recording the series. So I thought, let's just make one from a workshop. It kind of fits the aesthetic of the Archimedes and sort of the whole RWI science thing. Have we got these set up yet? Oh, we do. Okay, so this is designed by Thunder. This is the sort of airlock opening thing. I think this might just be the warning lights. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, this is just the lights. Down below, we can actually open the doors. So we'll play with that in a minute. There's extra hangar sort of actors up here as well. So you can go this way. I hop down here. We're now in the hangar. With the big doors there. If we press open hangar and depressurize, it might work. Oh, they've updated the sounds, haven't they? Have they changed that by default? They have changed that sound. So this is basically play. Flashing lights are on, and eventually the doors will open. You can take my word for it, as it does take quite a while, I believe. So there we go. Happy days. Right. Oh, this is locked. I forgot. This is an airlock. There we go. Right, we'll seal that again. Open this one. We are now down into deck 3, I think. I've forgotten off the top of my head. This is deck 3. So it's technically the hangar deck as well, even though it sort of exists in between both decks. A little confusing, I know. But this is sort of our cargo storage area. All the equipment stored in here. We also got a brig as well. We never really customized this. We kind of left it as default as we didn't intend on using it. There's also what I just referred to as like a control room over here. Kind of view this like a, I don't know, it's just like an office. It doesn't really need to be used. My favorite areas is the observation deck. It's just really nice to have an observation deck as Space Engineers, particularly when we're flying down to planets like that. You can see this sort of like landed, and you've got a great view of things as well. There's a console here. These sort of observation decks are sort of inspired by the Spirit of Fire from Halo, or Professor Anders' lab. If you played Halo Wars 2, you know exactly what I mean. It's sort of inspired by that area as well. Every good ship needs an observation deck. Ignore the fact that I'm depressurizing things. It's just because I can't be asked to repressurize again. And down here, we did have the ramp mod, but I have accidentally removed it. On the workshop version, there will be a ramp mod. I just forgot to actually include it. But there is a ramp meant to be deploying down here. Do we have it in the world still? Oh, we do. Yes, I've just actually forgot to put it in. So the ramp usually fits in here. And we'll actually put that there. I think I need to, yeah. We was using an old one, and then Chipsticks, the lovely modder, made me a new one, so we need to quickly modify that and sort it. But usually it's a deploying ramp, so you can land on planets, which is really, really nice. Cool. Okay, let's go back up the ship. I'll turn my headlights off, and we can see the lower of the decks. So this is engineering here, as we walk past. But down here with the big, long sort of corridor. We're missing a light here, that's usually be replaced later. We have crew quarters. In this case, this is my one as the Admiral. I've got a corn desk in here. There's a nice bed, settee. You know, perfect. We've also got a sort of shared bathroom. This is a small ship after all. You got to use shared bathrooms. There is also another bed in here. This is the first officer's quarters. For some reason, Alex has a bar. Who wouldn't want a bar on a spaceship? And there we go. So there's not really much down to these decks here. They are kind of just small and basic, but it does the job. Oh, airlocks. I almost forgot to show you this one. We've got a lovely airlock down here. This automatically triggers. I won't go through it, but basically things event. It's because I've opened a window in the ship. When it gets back, seals, perfect, ready to go. We've got auxiliary access around here. This is just gyroscopes and cargo access, and just sort of like bits where the engineer can play with things. We've also got the Jeffries tube. This is using a mod to actually have doors open on this one. I wish Keen would actually put these doors on it. It makes a lot of sense. Down here, just access to gyroscopes. If they take damage, you can come and repair them. Pretty straightforward and simple. Can I hit the door? Is it not there? I'm actually stuck in this. Let's just open it that way. Does that bar not work? Oh, it does work. Okay. Oh, Anyway, let's moving on before I accidentally seal myself in now. I think that is basically all the ship's areas. Oh, we forgot the other side. So we do have 2 other different rooms over here. We've got the medical bay, which you walk in here, little doctor's office, and then the actual medical bay of the ship. This is where you'd spawn, and various other things like that. It's pretty straightforward. Now, if we walk through into this side, we've also got another crew area down here. And this is just for general crew quarters. We're still using Riptide's old mod here, for little interior bits and such, as we don't have compound blocks in Space Engineers. I wish we did. Yeah, the bed placement's a little bit awkward, but it sort of works, so you can't complain. Now, if we just take a look over the exterior a second, I sort of customized this with Thunder as well. We imported these sort of like Teleon anti-fighter turrets. These are relatively weak in ship-to-ship combat, but this is a science ship. It is not a warship. So we installed these basically to make it look a bit more futuristic, but we didn't want it too powerful at the same time. So if you see the episodes in which the Archimedes does battle, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, you understand why we're a little bit on the weaker side now. Thankfully, if we go down here, the ship is armed with 2 torpedo launchers. So we've got 1 there and 1 there. I think we did really want to put 1 at the back, but I can never find a way of doing it that just sort of fits. I think we was going to slot it there. That's why that cargo tube runs there, but I think we just didn't decide to in the end. I really like the idea of like a rear torpedo launcher. But yeah, just didn't end up doing it in the end. The nacelles are very much a shorter version of the nacelles you'd find on the Discovery. If you want to check that ship out in the workshop, it'll also be linked down below, and you can let me know what you think of it. We are using the Impulse Thrusters mod. I absolutely love this one. It's very Star Trek and really fits ships like this as well, and it's really, really nice. Other than that, there's not really much to talk about on the ship. Oh, we also forgot the back bit here. This is a rear access for a shuttle. I don't think in the series we actually docked a shuttle on it whatsoever, but there's space there if we need to dock an auxiliary craft and such. Or you could use it to dock to sort of like an umbilical cord for a station to onboard fuel and supplies. It really is there for you. So this is the Archimedes. Hopefully you enjoy that it's now on the Steam Workshop. I do apologize it's taken so long. It's been a busy couple of weeks. Hopefully you're enjoying the new series as well, and you can go forth and enjoy this. In terms of mod.io, I will hopefully get it on there soon. We just require a few mods to hopefully be on there. It's a bit of a painful process. This is not as simple as Steam, but hopefully we'll do that very, very soon. If you're interested in more ships and creations and mods used in Space Engineers Frontier, come check out the community Discord server, and you can find out more information about the series. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you very soon.